Building a waveguide 2.
Second part.
Let's go. So now we've got these equations. Where do we go from here? We have transverse components in the xy plane, if you like, and normal to it along the axis of the guide. So we're going to focus in building a waveguide 2 on the transverse components.
Okay.
So the transverse component of this side is clearly minus j omega mu times h perpendicular. H perpendicular is going to have an x hat and a y hat, an x and a y component. We want to find out which of these terms, there are 4 terms here, which ones correspond to transverse components. So Sam, take us through what the right-hand side is going to look like, bearing in mind that the left-hand side, that the right-hand side is only in the xy plane.
Okay. Well, we have this cross operator in the middle, and then 2 variables on each side. So we can just walk through what each of them do.
Sure.
So we start with the transverse gradient. If we cross this with E perpendicular, we only get a Z component. So that's not what we want. And we look to the next one, cross of that. I think that uses Z component, XY component.
Right, because this has got X component and Y component. Cross with Z hat gives us a Y and an X. So the first contribution is grad perpendicular crossed with that. So let's
sounds good.
That's good. And let's do the second one.
And then the second one, we start with the Z component. And cross with this. Oh, we also get an X and Y component.
Yeah, and obviously Z hat cross Z hat is 0. So now let's write it all down, what we've got.
Okay.
Oops, upside down perpendicular. You know, that's a T, and it's 4 o'clock.
It's almost
exactly
tea time.
4 o'clock. On the clock there, it says tea time. That's why you wrote the T down.
Good save, Matt. Good save. And that. And there we go. Actually, I wrote this wrong.
Yeah, should be with E. We're dealing with E. Right, that's absolutely right. Curl of this with EZ, that's this one, and this one is that one. Yep, that's the second term. Good, 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 good. So that's the Faraday equation. And for the next class, students get to do Ampere's equation.
Good for them. Good for them. It's fun.
And we've done building a waveguide 2.
So onward to 3.
Yay!
But first, let me go get my tea.
Oh, you're getting your tea. Hey, what about me?
Oh, you can join.